In this video, we're going to be talking about the final step in the Instagram marketing process, which is to monetize your Instagram account. So having done all of this work, developed a good strategy, created great content, shared that to the various placements, whether it's a story or a reel or a feed post, having done all of this and built up a community of followers, you now want to turn those followers into dollars. And this is going to be done in really kind of one of two ways. The first is to leverage social shopping, which is, in Instagram's case, the Instagram shop. And the second will be to actually get them off Instagram, to try and get them into your email list or get them onto your web pages at least, where you can, with the pixel, start to retarget those particular web visitors. So let's just look at each one of these in a little bit more detail. Okay, so the concept of social shopping refers to products that are sold directly on the social media platform. And this is where users can see a product or a service that interests them and then learn more about it and make the purchase without ever having to actually leave the app. And the biggest benefit, of course, for this is that you don't need to set up a separate e-commerce website and install the pixel and set up all the retargeting. It's all done within the platform. And therefore, it's much easier, it's much simpler, and should be cheaper to start selling online. Typically, though, Instagram or the other platforms, so this is not just limited to Instagram, you've got Facebook shops now, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat as well, right? They usually take a share of every sale you make. And currently with Instagram shops, this is 5%, which I think, is a reasonable amount of money that you are willing to forego for the amount that you save, not having to, not just in time, but also in money, setting up your online store. Social shopping shouldn't be confused with social commerce, which is where people use features of a social media app to improve the shopping experience. For example, Snapchat offers these augmented reality filters to discover more about a product. So that's not social shopping, that would be social commerce. Now, as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, social shopping has grown, not just social shopping, but e-commerce in general has grown, exponentially as people have been kind of looking for alternative ways to purchase online. And already prior to COVID-19, people were increasingly using social media to discover new trends, research brands, search for products, etc. And something crazy, I think it's like 48% of US internet users aged between the ages of 18 to 34 have purchased already through social media. So social shopping is an easy and convenient step to move them from scrolling through their social content to purchasing exactly what they've just seen. And every step in the buyer journey as a result can be removed. Now, when you think about that, if you think about the fact that you're removing the requirement for someone to click from a social media post or from a bio link through to a e-commerce store and then through the checkout and so forth, if you can combine all that into the app, what this should do by removing those various steps, it should therefore increase the conversion rates and reduce the risk of losing that particular sale. So when it comes to the Instagram shop that you can set up, you need to be connected to your Facebook page using Commerce Manager. And the key, I guess, to social shopping or to Instagram shops is to leverage the existing relationships that you already have with your followers and use the insights that you generate from it to create engagement around your products. The shopping experience when it comes to Instagram shop is of course going to be more social. Buyers can check with their friends, read comments from other buyers, and interact directly with you as the brand. Now, I should point out that Instagram shops are for physical products only. And the way it works is pretty simple. People can click on images in their feed or stories or now reels as well. And they can find it in their feed or from the explore page. And when they click, they can find the name of the product and the price of it, as you can see here on the left-hand side. If they click again, they're taken to sort of like a landing page inside of Instagram where they can learn more, discover more about the product, browse some of the additional features, and then click to buy the product. And as we mentioned, Instagram is going to currently take 5%. This may increase in the future, but I think at the moment what they're trying to do is incentivize as many people as possible to set up their Instagram shop. Now, the second way that you're going to monetize your Instagram account is to leverage the few clickable links that you have and try and direct people through to a web page. Now, you can either send them straight through to some type of e-commerce store, or as we previously learned in social media conversion, you can send them through to some type of landing page where you offer them something of value in exchange for their email address. You can see here the example that we've got. They're just sending them straight through to an Amazon store, potentially because they're selling low price products. But if you are in that kind of medium to high price, then potentially you're better off offering content as the initial enticement to get people to click through. Now you can, like this example here, draw attention to that link with emojis. And of course you can test different offers. If you've got an Instagram business account, you can see the amount of traffic coming through to your profile page and compare the number of link clicks that you're getting to see what sort of impact that it has on traffic. But you're not just limited to this single profile URL. If you've got more than 10,000 followers, then you can include a swipe up link, which is great. And you can also include links on IGTV video captions. If you are sending people to a landing page, make sure it's a dedicated landing page. Take off all the navigation. This is going to result in higher conversions. You can also test that page. You can test the offer and different elements on it. You can get really, really good reporting around how many people have visited it and how many people have converted. And there's lots of really, really simple templates that you can use to do this. And ideally what you want to do is try and match the offer that you send people to where they came from. So for example, we used to have this great book called How to Crack the Insta Algorithm. This landing page routinely converted above 30%, and it came from our Instagram profile. So the offer and the content offer, that is, was really closely matched to the source of the web traffic. Now, regardless of whether or not someone comes through this landing page and converts or not, you can retarget them. So if you install the Facebook pixel or the Google's Insight tags or the LinkedIn tag or whatever other pixel you want to install on this particular page, you're going to be able to serve these people relevant ads. You're going to know that they've clicked through, and therefore you can target them with paid ads. So you want to think about, if you're using this strategy, you want to think about your Instagram account as almost like top of the funnel, right? It's about growing awareness. And then once people are off platform, that's where potentially you might want to use paid ads, paid social media ads at the consideration and the decision stage. You can also, from within the Facebook ad platform, build custom audiences. And you can build custom audiences from people that have engaged with your Instagram account in many, many different ways. People that have engaged with your posts, your stories or reels, or your IGTV videos. It can be people who have visited your profile page of your Instagram account, and so on and so forth. You want to get in there and you want to look at all the different ways in which you can build custom audiences based on the interactions that people have had with your Instagram business account. And again, this is where you might want to target those custom audiences with ads, because you know that people that are interacting with your account are already aware of you and therefore have shown at least some indication that they're interested in hearing more from you and that maybe they want to purchase your products. And then of course, people that do come through to this landing page and do convert, as soon as you have that email address, you can start firing an email sequence which can nurture people towards becoming paying customers. Now, it is okay to sometimes run promotional posts in your feed. We've compared, we've talked about how you want your Instagram grid to look like a magazine, but if you flick through a magazine, you'll notice that some of the content and value actually comes from promotional contents, i.e. from ads. The challenge is if you post ads all the time, people are going to switch off and they're going to stop following you. But as long as you're promoting it, I guess, in a tasteful and tactical way, your Instagram feed is really no different from a magazine. Promotional content can still add value. So to do this, you can promote, I guess, downloadable content to drive people through to your profile and, therefore drive link clicks. And what you can do if you're running a promotion just for a short period of time is actually change the URL on your profile just for a short period. You also want to make sure that you're showing your human side of your business, with photos of customers or products or behind the scenes images to kind of compel profile visits and clicks. So here on the left, you see this is from Diamond Exchange. They're running a competition that also, I guess, sparks intrigue and desire to actually see more. And this is a really, really good example of a tastefully done promotional content that you can share on your Instagram account. Now, you can also promote in stories, because if you have more than 10,000 followers, you actually get that swipe up clickable link, which makes it a really, really great place to drive traffic. Now, promotions in stories, we've already talked about this. It's okay to be a little bit more promotional than other places like your IGTV videos or reels or feed posts, as long as you just keep the ratio right. You don't want to be doing nothing but promoting in your stories. Maybe 75-25 in terms of value-adding content to promotions, I think is an okay ratio. So here's a really, really good example from Kylie Jenner. She offers $5 off to help drive users to sign up, and they need to swipe up in order to do that. So even if you are running a promotion, you'll be thinking about how does this promotion, again, add value to your followers.